You're watching a B.A.S.S. presentation.
Into the afternoon and the final 3 hours of fishing for our 50 anglers who are left on semifinal Sunday at the Lawrence Bassmaster Elite at the Harris chain of lakes here, right in the heart of Central Florida here. Leesburg, our fantastic host city. What a great, great place with so much bass fishing history here, so much Bassmaster history, although not so much elite history. We're still writing that history right now. Last time we were here was in 2022, and then just 2 times before that over the 17 years or so of Bassmaster Elite Series history. Let's take you down and see the 8 lakes that make up this complex of natural waterways, canals, little ponds, a reserve back behind KJ Queen right there. They got it all in this place. As we get down to KJ Queen, who's been moving slowly up the leaderboard, let's catch you up on as many people as we can with our Toyota Midday Report. We'll start with KJ Queen, who's been sitting in 10th place for most of this tournament, but now he's moved himself up into 6th place.
He is slowly but surely working himself up to 6th place, unofficially with 46 pounds, 7 ounces. KJ Queen this morning started out like a lot of our other anglers have been starting out. Shad spawn around some Kissimmee grass, a few boat docks mixed in. You see him there with a white swim jig. But then you see him move on from that once the sun got up, no wind. Broke out a wacky rig, stick bait, a Cinco or something like that, and caught him a few fish. I think 1 or 2 of them were actually on the bed. But then you see him just moving around in some canals, some good, nice clear water, catching some other fish.
KJ Queen's dad, Jeff, is one of the best sight fishermen in the state of North Carolina. So KJ has learned well from Dad over the years and has used it this week better than others for sight fishing that we've seen.
How about Ed Lochran? Ed Lochran having a great tournament here. He's had a great momentum at the end of last season. He's making 3 straight cuts and a little bit of a slow start this year, but he's making up for lost time here.
I love flipping myself, and I can just call this because I know exactly what's going on. Ed Lochran made a big choice this morning to give up what he did yesterday, to move way up in the standings, to give himself a chance because he knows the potential of Apopka Lake there. A long time to get there, about an hour and a half. The first bite you get, he jerked the first 2 clean over the boat, Tommy and Ronnie. 65-pound braid, and yep, there's a 1-pounder. But here's a good one a little later for sure. That's why you jerk hard on everyone, because it could be like that the next one. We'll see if they get better and better this afternoon, and if Brad and or Ed make the top 10, choose to go back there tomorrow.
Yeah, Ed Lochran's still hanging up there in the top 4 positions. He started in 3rd place. Brad Wadley started the day in 2nd place. Took again this big gamble to go all the way down to Lake Apopka. Apopka? Did I say Opopka? Apopka.
Yeah, all the way up to 3rd place. He started out in 2nd place this morning, fell down while a lot of the other anglers were catching him on the shad spawn. He was the other angler that went to Lake Apopka. It's a little slow start for him, very much like Ed. He had a trigger off, and that first one that bit his flipping bait was in trouble this morning. The size has gotten a little better for him. I think the water is settling out there. Could definitely be better this afternoon for both of those anglers.
JT Tompkins, as we said before, has been telling us all week, he is around the big ones. He knows where they are. He just knows, like everyone else says, they're hard to catch.
They are hard to catch, those bigger ones. But JT is one of the anglers that was very positive about his practice. He said, I had a 28 and a 30-pound day, caught one almost 10, caught one almost 9 pounds. Doing something different, catching those bigger fish, using a glide bait out in the lake, using his forward-facing electronics, fishing some brush piles with a jig. We saw him yesterday actually catching more fish with the jig and brush piles, just fishing isolated cover. Today he said, hey, if I can be patient enough to stay out here and get 5 bites with the glide bait, I know I'll have enough weight to give it a run tomorrow against John Garrett.
JT doing the best job of anyone of keeping up with this man. Bound and determined to win it wire to wire. So far, he has occupied that top spot for most of this tournament, John Garrett.
Yeah, unofficially at 59 pounds, 6 ounces. On set to be, about 20 pounds a day is what he's been. The first day having 24 put him ahead of the curve a little bit, but On track to be possibly 80 pounds or close to it to win this event, which is much more than most people predicted. But he's found an area that's just got big fish. He's been very patient. I've been very impressed with the way he has been patient, knowing I need to catch 5 big ones to win. He's a rookie on the Bassmaster Elite Series, but certainly no rookie to tournament fishing. Been doing it his whole life and had success at every level. And with culls like that, you're going to have success at every level. But here's the big thing that happened about mid-morning. I guess it was closer to noon. He switched up with his hair jig, caught 3 or 4 really nice fish, has really pulled him away from the field.
More bad news for the rest of the field, although his lead now just 6 pounds and not totally insurmountable.
No, and I will say there are a few lakes that have given up big leads in bass history. Hartwell's won, Grand Lakes won, Harris Chain has won as well in 2011, I believe, or 2008, whatever it was. A 9-14 lead for Snowden vanished on a terrible final day. So not wishing that on John, but I'm saying it has happened, and it is a possibility we need to keep an eye on.
Among the suspects for big-time upsetter is this fella right here, Trey Mckenny, for sure.
He's got quite a few people upset.
It's a giant, dude. It's a freak. I'm talking huge. Huge. Huge, 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 huge. You better start fishing for roamers. Oh my gosh. You better start fishing for roamers, Tyler. Yeah, it's big. Oh my gosh, guys. Are we talking? Is this real? Like, do you want to have a conversation right now, or like, you want to calm me down? Am I fighting a fish? Oh my God! Yeah, come on. Hey guys. I mean, so we might have figured out what we're gonna do the rest of the day. So like here, I might have just figured it out with the jerkbait, because I hadn't got him to bite anything. So as long as this fish don't come off and I throw a fit, we should be fine. Should be fine, guys. That's a giant, y'all. Not a 9 or 10 pounder, so my weight was off, but I knew it was a big one. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, guys. Oh yeah! Woo! Son! Might ought to be fishing for roamers. Woo! You said a big one? Did you say a big one? Because I thought that's what you said. I mean, I just... Yes. Yes, baby. Yes, baby. Mm-hmm. Blue. 6-pounder. That's a 6-pounder, y'all. He deserves a kiss. Ah! Six-pounder. Right here. Hey, we might have just made the 10-day cut, boys. I feel like I'm on crack. Baby, crack. Is that a cool? I'll play it back for... Here, I'll get you a good photo.
Threw the 6-pounder back.
No.
Davey Height, first 2 days, 17 pounds each day, very consistent. Bunch of 3s, and with a 4 or so as his kicker, his biggest one of the day. His size fell off today, and it's been a terrible day. Bunch of 1.5s to 2s. Now he has that giant fish. If he could have only put them together, he'd have over 20 in a day, you know?
Yeah, still a lot of fishing time to go, though. And he said he thought he just figured something out.
I'm gonna chase him.
Biggest fish by far this week. Of course, he averaged a little bit better fork than that fish.
Third time's a charm? Is that what I'm hearing? If he's not gone. Yeah, he's gone. What a guy. What a guy. Maybe he's not. I can see a blur of him, or some kind of fish. Headed the right direction though. This fish is special.
Lots of remarkable things about Trey Mckenny, leading Progressive Bassmaster Angler of the Year points as a 19-year-old rookie. The big thing about him is what he just showed us at the last Bassmaster Elite Series event. That was at Lake Fork in Texas, and just non-stop big bass all day for 4 days.
Yeah, for 4 days. You look at his total weight there, it's absolutely incredible. 130 pounds, 15 ounces. Came real close to breaking the all-time record. And real close at only 19 years old, and it just turned 19 years old just shortly before that. About a week or so before, he won his first Bassmaster Elite Series tournament. Absolutely incredible job there at Lake Fork, Trey Mckenny. Using a jerkbait, forward-facing sonar, just out fishing the people around him.
Yep. Well, he's still doing it, apparently.
Hey, we'll
that music gives me one clue.
yeah.
Sure is.
He's got to make up for lost time. Justin Hamner, Tyler Rivette, they stole some power pole replays of the day from him at Lake Fork, but we can go ahead and say, if day 3 was terrible for Trey Mckenny, Davey Height, nothing over 2.5 pounds, this one will help make up the difference.
So it's really amazing that it took him this long, and I'm just being honest here, that it took him this long to catch a real big one, because we've become accustomed to seeing him target those bigger fish. He's had a knack for finding them. Like I just mentioned, everybody in the field either has this technology or has the opportunity to have it, and he has been able to figure it out at every single event this year. So hats off to him, and that's why he's got to be Power Pole Replay today. Thank you for finally catching a 6-pounder. We've been waiting for 3 days for it.
Finally.
I'm saying that's not going to be his last 6-pounder.
Of the day?
Well, yeah.
I don't know.
Certainly not for the for this event.
No, I don't think so either. Maybe not for today.
Yeah.
Got 13 pounds on the day and 3 1.5-pounders in his 5 fish.
My goodness. Let's get back to John Garrett.
That's the only thing. It's hard to make up weight on the leader when the leader won't let you make up weight. And Garrett's holding
guys,
pace.
it's just after 12 and got decent little bag. Nothing too crazy. We're one good fish catch away, another 4+ pounder from having our job done today. I'd love to get 5 of those that live here, but one more would really be nice. It's super sunny and slick, and they are not biting at all. It hasn't been easy at all any this week, but I've been throwing in more bass today than I have been this week. Just getting them to bite and getting them in the boat is the thing. But we got an hour and a half, 2 hours left, something like that. I think we'll get one more. I'm really planning on it anyway. Just gonna keep mixing it up. I made a bait change earlier to that hair jig and had 3 big bites in a row. After they saw it a few times, they're done with it. So mixing it up between that and the crankbait, and get us one more. Have us another good day.
I think he's right on. He needs one more to hold that solid lead. I'm not saying he won't be leading at the end of the day if he doesn't cull again or good cull, but boy, you got to know that what you just saw from Trey Mckenny, John Garrett is not got that trophy in his grasp quite yet.
That is of concern, I would think,
yes,
if he were able to see that himself. We're plenty concerned about the outcome of this day. Going to set us up for Championship Monday, among other things.
Yeah, Gators can move in on your spot. Anything could happen.
Yet another thing that makes things tenuous out here on the Harris Chain of Lakes. A lot of things that can conspire to make your day slow down or come to an abrupt halt. But boy, they almost halted that gator right there with that one.
The gator's sneaking on down, thinking maybe there's an inner tube or a skier behind that boat.
I got a feeling that boat would be in some hurt, the motor at least.
John Garrett on top, got the 6-pound lead. ahead of J.T. Tompkins, Brad Watley, Ed Lochran, and Trey McKenny moving up just now into 5th place.
Discover the Dakota Lithium DL Plus 135 amp-hour battery. With dual-purpose 135 amp-hour deep cycle capacity and an impressive 1,000 cold cranking amps, this innovative battery is equipped with even heat technology, allowing charging even in temperatures below 32 Fahrenheit, and boasts power gauge Bluetooth connectivity for real-time monitoring.